So I did a video on the Glock, and you guys seem to really like it, so I figured I would do a video on the new M4 attachments, along with some of the other stuff they added. So the interesting part about this M4 is the grip. The stock's cool, but the grip is the most interesting part to me because it does minus 3.5 recoil reduction. Compared to something like the Magpul vertical grip, which does minus 2 recoil reduction, and the angle grip does 1.5 or 1.75. It's one of those. So basically, the M4 with this grip is going to be the best M4 to use, pretty much. Maybe not with the stock. This one right here actually has a little bit better recoil reduction because it has the RSS stock, but I just don't really like the RSS stock for some reason. I don't know. And I was wondering if you could put this grip, like, does it have to be the full-size rail? Could it be the small rail? Like on the default M4, can it be the Wartech rail? Like, what, can it go on all of them? And it can go on every single rail. I could put this stock on this one, and that would look pretty cool, actually. I probably should have done that, but I like this one more. I normally use a short barrel, but for the purpose of this video, I put a long barrel just so that they have equal recoil. And the one with the RSS has way less recoil than this one. But I still think my favorite one is the one with the new matching stock and with the grip. It just looks amazing in my opinion. To me, it reminds me a lot of like a FN 2000 or any bullpup rifle like that. So my game kind of got messed up and I had to redo the audio. So oh, are you gonna keep shooting? Okay, I'm done shooting. It's just a laser beam with this new setup. It really is. I thought the new grip would just have like minus 2 recoil reduction, but minus 3.5 is a lot of recoil reduction. I mean, I don't really like the RSS stock. I like the new matching stock with the grip. It looks amazing. It's really my new favorite gun. I never did like M4s before, but it's a lot of fun to use. Now on to the Val. They added this new, like, it's kind of like the new grip, or the stock M4 pistol grip thing. It's the same thing. It's a grip with a tube attached to it. So you put the grip on, it has a tube on it, and you put the Magpul onto the tube, and you get less recoil. Really glad they added this. I kind of wasn't expecting it. I like the folded stock. It was cool. And they also added this night vision scope. Now this thing is just a joke. I'm sure it's realistic to how it is in real life. The only difference is, in the game, it's just super narrow. I mean, look at this. Like, you're looking through a toilet paper tube. It's not ideal to use. I mean, the problem with how narrow it is you're not going to be using it to, like, spot people out. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to see them, and then ADS, and it's like, well, the night vision scope isn't really helping you there. And you can't even use the night vision scope with night vision goggles because it's like double night vision and it just blinds you. It's like you're looking at a light bulb or something. I also added this new helmet. I really like this helmet. It's my new favorite helmet. It's a level 4 helmet, same as the fast helmet. It's got a night vision attachment. The only difference is it's only 25 armor points compared to the newly nerfed 50 of the fast helmet. It's no longer capable of 75 armor points. Same with the Ford armor, they also reduced that to 50 from 70. There's also some weird like repair bug where it's like, you think you can't repair all the way, but they're just trying to get rid of the old Ford armors, which are still 70. So if you have one of those old Ford armors that have 70 value, I'd hold on to that one. But yeah, that's what it looks like when you try to night vision. It's terrible. Shoot this scab in the leg for all the times he's done it to me. Nice try, buddy. I don't know how that shot missed and then the rest of them hit, but whatever. And then he gets up and tries to throw a grenade at me. I don't think so. Alright, we're going to take a look at the new trader now. Alright, now on to the new trader. When I first launched the game, I checked every trader that I know of. And I was like, where's the Glock? Where's the Glock? But I didn't see the scroll menu. So if you just scroll down, you see the nice new mechanic, or Sergey Arsenevyevich Samovlov. Okay, we're going to check him out. I already have him maxed out. I spent 2.5 mil within 5 minutes of the update just to get this dude maxed out. I bought about, like 20 Glocks, and then by the time I got to level 3, I started buying Osprey Suppressors, and that helped me get max level relatively quickly. So let's check out what he's got. This is what it looks like when you've got everyone. Level 1, he sells these AKs which have thermal scopes and all the crazy key mod attachments for 4 Bitcoins. Now, 4 Bitcoins is about 600k, I believe, around that ballpark. So about 600k for a $550,000 scope plus a, say, 2,000 USD AK. It's not a bad deal. It's kind of a good deal. Bitcoins are not too hard to find, so it's a lot of people complaining like, why do I give them Bitcoins for just the M4? Well, it has a thermal scope. It's got every mod. I mean, it's actually a good deal if you think about it. But, I don't know. Some people just want cash. They don't really want a thermal scope. I agree. Or like, why would you? This one makes no sense to me. Who the hell wants an MPX with a Bravo sight? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to put a Bravo sight on there, you might as well put it 12 times on there. And, I don't know. Kind of dumb. I wish they had other ones that weren't for Bitcoins, like screwdrivers or cigarettes or something like that. I mean, 1 Bitcoin for this Glock, that's definitely not worth it. That just isn't worth it. I'll show you why, too, because once you get max level, you can buy 50-round drum mags for 86 euros, which is about 9,000 rubles, I think, or around 10,000. And then you just buy like all these cheap little threaded barrels and stuff, and I guarantee you it does not equal 150k. There's no way this equals 150k. So don't buy the Glocks. The only trade up I would recommend doing with him is like the thermal scope trade up. If you want this M4, it's probably cheaper to do the trade up. But on to level 2, he's got the Val grip. Now this thing's cool because this is what allows you to put the mag pull on, like I showed you. Super cool. Really glad they added that. You got some new flashlights. Really slim pistol flashlight. Not sure if that could go on a rifle. This is a rail attachment for the Glock. Some extra slides. These look the same. They're a little different. This one looks cooler, I think, with the cutout. You got your night sights. You got more Glocks. Another Bitcoin trade up for a ridiculous looking M4. A Bitcoin for a Vityaz. Like, that's just a little dumb, I think. But on to level 3. Level 3, you can get the Osprey Suppressor, which you can already get from either Peacekeeper or Skier. I'm not sure. And you've got more night sights. These are cool. It's like a little ring that you look down into the front sight. It's very nice. You got the big sticks. I do love big sticks. And you've got the MP5 drum mags at level 3. Also got the bronze little slide, another threaded barrel. I have no idea. A mount cap. I'm pretty sure that's just for looks. I don't think it does anything. And then on to max level. You've got the drum mags, which I'm sure is what most people want for their Glock. Really, a default Glock with a drum mag is pretty fun to use. 9mm is not too strong, but with a drum mag, it seems to be a lot better. You can just really put bullets down range. You've also got this cool new Zev slide. I really like these with the little tessellation on them. They look amazing in game. Really good. This suppressor is also pretty cool. I did a whole video on the Glock if you want to check it out. I figured I would just separate the update into 2 different videos. But yeah, oh, and you have the M4 stocks also. He sells them. I thought Peacekeeper would sell them, but he sells them. And they're pretty pricey. 11,000 rubles for a stock it's not bad. It's a grip and a stock, so you gotta look at it like that. And the grip is about 10,000 rubles. So, it's pretty pricey, but if you look, it gives you -3 recoil reduction and +10 ergonomics, which is just insane. And this one does -25 recoil. So that's -25 recoil plus the buffer tube. Plus 16 ergonomics also. Let's take a look at the buffer tube. -5, so that's doing -30 recoil, which is pretty good. Pretty good. It's not as good as like this stock, but I'm telling you, for some reason, I really like this setup. This is my favorite setup. Oh yeah, you also got this new VPO9. Mechanic sells it. This is for the M4. It's super cool. I'll show you Mechanic again. Where does he sell that? I think max level? Oh wow, max level. Okay, so you have to get max level before you can buy any of the M4 attachments, which will cost you about 2.5 million rubles. People don't know how to get euros. You got to get level 3 skier to buy euros for rubles, unless you want to find them. But I mean, I would just recommend leveling up the trader. It's not too hard to do. The other thing added was the helmet. The 6B47 helmet's classified as a level 4 helmet, same level as the fast helmet. The only difference is it has 25 armor points. Now, I've been doing some testing with this, some live fire testing, and the results are pretty promising. This thing will tank one M4 bullet. I used M995, shot my buddy right in the head, it survived. Although when we used the AKM with BP rounds, it one-tapped. And yeah, that pretty much covers it for the Mechanic. A lot of people are saying this isn't a big deal, like, oh, they just added the Glock, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, look at how much shit there is for the Glock. It's ridiculous. It's basically like the M4 of pistols when it comes to like modding it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely my favorite gun to use, even though it's just 9mm. If this thing shot like the shrimp rounds or something, I would only be using this. I wouldn't even be using a rifle. It just looks so good when it's in your hands. It's very satisfying to use. It sounds amazing. And yeah, hopefully the Mechanic gets updated and we'll see more trade-ups other than just Bitcoin trade-ups. Alright, thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you hated it, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff.